I'm Kristina Rivera for Press Pass LA, and I'm in Hollywood on the red carpet talking to the judges from America's Got Talent. What's different, what's new, what's fresh?
There's so many things different about season 9. One, the golden buzzer is pretty cool. You know, the judges get the opportunity to save one act by hitting the golden buzzer, so that's brought a lot of drama so far this season. Everything from, you know, just being on the East Coast and the West Coast, not going to every city. It's kind of like the playoffs of talent, you know, so it's been really fun.
Are you?
Good, how are you?
So such a prominent figure in the fashion industry, and you never disappoint in Halloween costumes and things like that. What does that come to play with the acts that you see here, like their overall outfits and everything like that?
See, I try not to think about the outfits. You know, sometimes people come in with the most outrageous outfits and they're like major eyesores for me, especially coming from the fashion industry, but I try to not judge a book by its cover. I want to see that talent. You know, you can always fix an outfit or change their hair and makeup and do all of that stuff later when we start producing them, you know, because the producers and us, we help them, you know, make their act better also with their outfit and everything. So I try not to think about that when they do the audition because they're themselves, and I want to either, you know, see their, you know, I want to see their performance more than what they're wearing.
Right, and so when you give advice and then the acts actually do take it, get better, keep growing and move on and advance, how does that make you feel?
I'm proud to be part of possibly changing someone's life. You know, everyone's vote counts, and so, you know, if someone wins and their life changes, they make more money or they actually get to do what they dreamt of always doing. You know, we have some guys, you know, they tell us about, oh, you know, we are computer specialists and I work in an office all day long, but my passion is being a magician, and you can see it, and they have tears in their eyes and they're shaking and they love this so much, and you put them forward and they could possibly win. It changes their life. You know, it's great to be part of that.
What's your favorite act? Do you like groups? Do you like singles? Comedians, musicians?
I'm a huge fan of the young people. When kids come on, whatever they're doing, it's so much fun. I mean, they're wide-eyed, they're excited to be there. It's an opportunity that they've never experienced before, so I connect with them.
So we need more this season, more comedians, more magicians, more...
I'll always give the answer comedians because I'm partial to comedians. I love them. I'd love to see a comedian take the whole thing because I think it's the hardest medium. When you're a singer, you can sing other people's songs. When you're a comedian, you got to come up with those jokes, and that's tough. That's real wit and wisdom.
And you're a lot of times the last person somebody speaks to before they go on and give it everything. Do you ever feel pressured to say something super inspiring?
You know what? I just come from the heart. Keep it real. I shoot from the hip. So hopefully the words that I do say are inspiring, but I don't ever, you know, if I see somebody hurting, I try to comfort them.
Oh, it doesn't get easier and it doesn't get harder. It's always, you know, I'm kind of open, whatever I think I say. The hardest thing about the job, and which doesn't get easier, is if you have some young person that's doing something, you don't want to discourage somebody. You want to be constructive. It's hard to press a buzzer. I probably do it less than any other judge because I have the empathy of being on the stage. That's what I do, so I don't want to knock somebody's, you know, dream away. But I do hit the buzzer. So that part's hard, but it's just exciting, and you know, I'm thrilled to be here. I'm thrilled to be asked back. I'm thrilled to be asked back with the exact same panel we had last year. We have a good chemistry. We're like a family. We're like
whatever.
See, she's thrilled to be working with me.
When you've seen it all now and you've heard it all, would you rather be shocked or moved?
Moved. You need a little bit of shock in the sense that you need to see something that you've never seen before. When I talk about the Beatles coming to America, I think about, remember how many people hated them? They didn't understand it because it was so different. So you need a little shock, but the connection to the audience is what we look for.
Cool. And a lot of times there's the biggest fears and kind of intertwined in some of these acts. What's your biggest fear?
What is my biggest fear? I mean, when something happens with the acts, like I'm always scared when like there's an aerialist with no net, you know, or we had these pogo stick hopping guys yesterday, 6 guys. Yeah, they had helmets on, but they did these flips backwards and forwards. I always get nervous for them that something happens. I'm always like, oh gosh, please let nothing happen to these people.
We heard that there was kids throwing knives and things like that. Does that make you nervous?
Yeah, anytime a kid has a knife, that's gonna make anybody nervous, but I mean, you're excited about it. They have fun, and hopefully no one dies.
If you had to pick one of your fellow judges that's almost always right and not yourself, who would it be?
Almost always right, but not myself. Did anybody, I know you've asked this question before, did anybody mention me? No, tell me if somebody mentioned me.
No, no one has mentioned.
No one has mentioned me? Then nobody's right on the panel.
Thanks for watching, and if you liked this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment with what your talent is.